Hello, my loves, and welcome or welcome back to the Greenfly and the Goddess. I'm so grateful to share this moment with you today. Before we begin, I want to gently remind you that what I share here comes from my own reflections, my own path, and the wisdom I've gathered through experience. It is not prescriptive, and it is never meant to replace your own inner knowing. Please always trust yourself first and take only what resonates. Let everything else drift away like mist dissolving in the morning light. My loves, let's begin with a truth that can feel both confronting and liberating. The only job we truly have in this life is to return to who we really are. Everything else, the money, the career, the relationships, the possessions, the experiences are beautiful, yes. They are gifts of the physical world, but none of them can give us lasting peace. None of them can anchor us in true happiness. You see, the outside world is like a stage. It changes, it moves, it entertains us, it distracts us. But if the actor inside, your own inner self, is lost, then no matter how grand the performance, you will never feel at home. We've all been taught to chase achievements, to chase relationships, to chase approval, to chase success. And while there's nothing wrong with enjoying those things, they cannot complete you. They cannot fill the space within that longs for truth, for presence, for alignment with your essence. What fills that space is you, not the idea of you, not the roles you play, not the masks you wear, but the truth of you. The self that existed before you were named, before you were shaped by expectations, before the world told you who you should be. This is the awakening. This is the job. To come home, to remember, to sit in the stillness of your own being and realize that you are already whole. It's not always easy. The mind resists. The ego clings to stories. The world shouts so loudly, do more, get more, be more. But awakening whispers gently, you already are. Think of it this way. If your inner world is chaotic, restless, or disconnected, then even the most beautiful external experiences will not land. You might get the thing you thought would make you happy, but quickly you'll notice an emptiness creeping back in. But when your inner world is rooted in truth, in love, in presence, then even the simplest external experience becomes radiant. A cup of tea, the sound of rain, a smile from a stranger, they all shine when seen through awakened eyes. This is why we must get the inner world right first. Because joy is not something you chase. It is something you reveal by peeling back everything that is not you. So how do we live this truth? How do we walk through a world that constantly tempts us outward while staying anchored inward? The answer is knowing and trust. Knowing that your essence cannot be broken no matter what life throws at you. knowing that your worth is not dependent on what you do or what you have, knowing that the real treasure is within you, always. And then trust. Trust that when you align with who you truly are, life unfolds with grace. Not always in the way your mind imagines, but always in the way your soul needs. Trust that you don't have to force or grasp. Trust that being who you are is enough. This doesn't mean rejecting the material world. We are here in bodies, on this earth, surrounded by beauty and form. We are meant to enjoy it, to dance, to create, to taste, to love, to play. But we are not meant to depend on it for our happiness. The material world is like the icing, not the cake. Sweet, delightful, fun. But the substance is your inner being. When you know this, you can enjoy the world freely, without fear of losing it. You can hold it lightly, without needing it to define you. And that, my loves, is true freedom. Awakening is not a one-time event. It is a continual return. Again and again, we find ourselves caught in old patterns, lost in stories, distracted by the chase. And again, we are invited back home. Every moment is an opening. Every breath is a doorway. You don't have to wait for the perfect conditions. You don't have to wait until you've earned it. You can return to yourself right now, in this breath, in this silence, in this awareness. So what happens when you truly find yourself? When you rest in your essence? There is peace. Not the peace that depends on quiet circumstances, but the peace that lives in your heart no matter what. There is joy, not the joy that comes and goes with conditions, but the joy that rises from simply being. There is love, not the love that clings or fears, but the love that overflows because it is your very nature. This, my loves, is the treasure. This is why we are here. Let me offer you some gentle ways to return to yourself when the world feels loud. Breath. Take 3 slow, conscious breaths. Feel your body. Remember that you are here. Silence. Sit in stillness for a few minutes. Let the noise settle. Trust that what matters will remain. Gratitude. Notice one simple thing around you right now and give thanks. Inquiry. Ask yourself softly, who am I beneath it all? Not to find an answer, but to remember the space of being. Trust. Place a hand on your heart and whisper to yourself, I am already whole. I am already enough. These simple acts can shift you back into knowing. They don't need to be complicated. They are doorways back to home. Imagine your life where your joy is no longer at the mercy of circumstances. Imagine walking through challenges with an inner steadiness. Imagine savoring pleasures without needing them to last forever. This is the gift of awakening. This is the fruit of returning to your true self. And this is the only job worth giving your heart to. Because everything else fades. But the truth of who you are, that is eternal. So, my loves, let us live with open hands and open hearts. Let us enjoy this world, but not depend on it. Let us remember that the truest home is within us, always waiting, always present. May you walk in knowing. May you rest in trust. May you return to yourself again and again until there is no more distance between you and your essence. Thank you.